Hi guys, Lenormand time. So this is going to be mid-May to mid of June. So this is actually one of my favorites, if not the favorite. My steady clients just like, do Lenormand cat, please do Lenormand. It kind of like tells you, hey, look left and look right. This is who might be anticipating what can happen. You know, with Lenormand you get lots of things that you kind of like we hope for the best, but we prepare for the worst. And this is sort of like almost telling you kind of like, hey, jump over this, etc., etc. So also really quickly, the school is starting on the 15th. So last call for this, kind of like check my website, catterra.ca, and check kind of like the schooling schedule. The second thing, my speed up promotion is still on, which is awesome. Instead of 3 weeks, you kind of get a reading within a week. And I also upgraded Rush, so instead of 7, you get it in 3 days. And Urgent, which used to be 3 days turnaround, now you get it in 24 hours. So if you kind of like really want to get a reading, this is a really good time, because one thing that I miss in Canada is spring. We kind of transition from winter to the summer. So just a couple of weeks ago we had a snowstorm, and now my air conditioning is working like full force. So hence I'm going to be spending some actual time with myself and with my close ones in the summer. So kind of like try to squeeze in yourself in time. And so I also wished happy birthday and happy belated birthdays to all Tauruses, as well as the birthdays for Geminis, who will be also celebrating during this period. So without much further ado, guys, I also ask you to please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and all the best. Love you. Hi Libra, and welcome to your May-June reading. So I really like Lenormand, and for starters, like they're like usually two really main significators. We have the lady and we have a gentleman, and one of them can be you, another one the person you're interested in, and doesn't have to be your gender because it's a general reading. So again, guys, general reading for private reading, it kind of can turn out to be different. So what I'm going to kind of like show you and tell you are simply the main storylines that I kind of see. So I absolutely see some of you feeling like on top of the world. Like this is kind of interesting because the gentleman here is in a house of a tree. Maybe some of you are going in a new routine. Maybe it's kind of a thing. I need to want to go out. I kind of, it almost looks like a health binge to some kind of extent. Maybe some of you are, it looks like some of you have been recently promoted. I absolutely see certain things, but also certain things have come to an end. Now, what is really important to see is like that your reading opened up with a cross. And cross to me always talks about something karmic, talks about something really important, but it also talks about some kind of burden. Like there are like some issues over here. You kind of like have the book in the clover house, meaning you were not able to access some kind of information. Somebody's holding that information from you, and it's simply kind of like not, you're trying to tap into this, right? but this kind of like really didn't go anywhere because there was like this big mountain and something has been kind of cut off. Because the cross, sorry, generally talks about burden, and it's kind of cross to carry. We all have our own cross to carry, right? So this card can actually really may refer to the price that we had to pay for our own actions, right? This is also a sign of grief and piety, right? It is kind of like really important that in this period you don't overshoot and kind of like land kind of like on the card over here, like 35, which kind of like is the cross, because the cross is like this card. So like if you just come close of it, right, this kind of like would be falling back a few steps earlier, meaning kind of like it talks about us resolving our own issues, resolving our own problems, resolving things that somehow feels, oh my gosh, why this keeps happening to me over and over and over again. It looks like there you have circumstances that start like coming as fun, as something lucky. You have a bouquet over here, and also in the house of a bouquet. So something kind of like starts well but doesn't end well. Maybe it is a cycle that keeps continuing, because I'm seeing here crossroad. I'm also seeing scythe. So there'll be a decision made in which kind of direction to go. Do I really want to continue these karmic lessons or not? Because it does look like you're really going to start thinking about it, because especially some of you really being in the house of the fish feel, well, kind of cornered, but at the same time there is like this sun and there is the stars over here that you're surrounded with. So this is like definitely telling me that there is a need for you to cheer up. And again, I keep getting this health is very important at this period of time, or something needs to be addressed that kind of addresses health. There are going to be some kind of communication, but also it could be that you will communicate with someone and somebody will cut you off, because the scythe is in the part in the house of the gentleman. Somebody might just get some kind of sharp words or just be simply cut off, because the scythe is really talking about harshness, and especially when it is kind of connecting with a snake. So there is some kind of current connection with something that has been going on in the past. Definitely arguments and something that kind of like turn out to be kind of challenge and something kind of like hard to surmount. I would kind of like say that, you know, there is certain level of feeling troubled also at work over here, because I see the moon card over here, and also I see the fox over here in the house of the sun, which actually the sun is right next to you. So maybe you are trying to reposition yourself, because I'm definitely seeing, because the cross is the opening, and in the house of the cross we have bear. So some of you are really thinking about finances, because the bear and the fox seems to be kind of close by. You're kind of trying to figure out new commitments, because the ring is in the house of the lady. And these new commitments could be new commitments on many levels. It almost looks like that if there is someone, because like it doesn't really tell me, like there is like not a huge connection between you and this gentleman. But let me see, you're meeting in the fish. So this tells me that you guys probably should go out and date. Plentyoffish.com, I guess. This is networking card, this is dating. So maybe she wants the ring and he wants to date. But it sounds good, right? It's on the right track. He is in the house, as I told you, of a tree. So you actually might meet this person where lots of people are meeting. Sort of, this is like my friend, my puppy friend over here next door. This kind of like could actually talk about meeting in some kind of hiking, some kind of like development where lots of people are happening. It could be also in a child care. Where is the child over here? Come on, baby. Where's the child? Who sees the child? Who sees the child? Oh, the child is over here. Interesting. Child is in the house of a coffin. And so child talks about child, literally, but it can talk. I definitely think that this person does have a child, or you might be dealing with somebody who has recently moved, or maybe you are moving. Because I do see lots of motion, but I also see that some of you will just be go go go, all dating, all kind of like worked up, being on a kind of like new health regime. The others could kind of like feel maybe that you need to clean everything at home. I see here the mice try to organize something. You're trying to clarify certain things around yourself, and maybe just like from the small things, from cleaning your place literally to cleaning your life, from kind of like things that should go, because this is kind of like the entry in this. So definitely there are issues over here, that there is some kind of concept, something that has been really important to you that might change. You might be working from your home because this is the moon house, which is also the house of the work. This also could mean that you will be working from home or having a home-based business, and maybe you'll be doing something that requires lots of communication about that, right? Because this is also work. This actually literally can be 9 to 5, sort of like regular employment, and it could be also working for the government over here. So guys, I think just like sort of immediate what we are reading for, I think you're like good to go. There is like not much over here other than sort of like you're trying to stabilize, firm up, and kind of like spread your wings and fly, date a lot, because I kind of like see kind of like feeling good. The only thing that kind of like worries me is this, that there is like this energy, harsh energy in the house of the man. So choose carefully. Be careful, because you might, this also could mean that you still need, or you are going through your karmic lesson, and hence maybe this is asking of you to kind of like handle it, to deal with it, and kind of like go with this. But I definitely see somebody new on the horizon, so hey, enjoy. Have a good one for me as well. And Libra, to get your own reading, please contact me at cattarot.ca. And also the school is like still open for a few more days for these new applications, and check me out on Facebook and Instagram. All the best. Please subscribe, like, and share, and I hope to hear your comments. Love you.